Today is January 10th, 2025. I'm going to start this video out by saying that we're praying for California. We've had several people make the trip across coast to come volunteer here with us with Valley Strong Disaster Relief. I'll be the very first to admit that before September 27th, I would see a natural disaster and I would think, oh, that sucks. Then I would go on about my life. That's because I'd never been affected by it. My mindset has completely changed since Hurricane Helene, and I'll spend the rest of my life being involved in some sort of storm relief and trying to pay back the hearts of the volunteers and to help the victims. This morning I saw a post made by the leader of the free world. He said that he was announcing that the federal government would cover 100% of the cost of measures to protect the lives and property in Southern California for the next 6 months. He told the governor and officials to spare no expense and do whatever they need to contain the fires and protect families. I hope that happens. I wouldn't wish what happened here on anybody, not even my worst enemy. What about Appalachia? We are 105 days in since one of the most devastating storms known to mankind. We are still supplying our own campers and shelters while paying mortgages on piles of rubble. We are still running our own supply hubs with phase 1 items to many people that lost everything, including their homes and their jobs. We still have bridges out. Only 4% of the debris has been picked up. You heard that right, 4%. Many businesses are bankrupt with insurance denying their claim. We have a polar vortex slamming western North Carolina while people are going through 10 gallons of propane a night, wondering where they're going to get their next tank. Every single thing that we the people have done for relief efforts so far has been nothing but a mere band-aid to stabilize our communities until proper help arrives. So with all that being said, I hope LA does get fixed. In the meantime, we'll be right here fighting for each other. But when you're done there, don't forget about the backbone of America. Don't forget about Appalachia.
So we're at Silverado, and they've turned this outdoor venue into a staging area for handing out supplies. And you can see there's so much that they can do to help. And I know this is probably a third of what they had at one time. Gail is over there serving. See if I can get a glimpse of her. There she goes right there, walking behind that vehicle there. She's large and in charge, doing what she always does.
Although there's been so much that's been done since we were here 2 months ago, there's still so much to be done. It's really amazing how much in this area, how much debris there still is on the sides of the roads. Everywhere you go, even when we were here 2 months ago and we were helping rip things out of people's houses, that debris is still in front of their house. When we were coming up here last time, this bridge that we're about to go over was completely gone and they were replacing it the day we were leaving. So I'm sure these people are very thankful. These people were living in tents when we were here 2 months ago. It's great to see that they have RVs to live in now. That house right there had water all the way up into the ceiling.
We helped this lady take all of that stuff out of her house. And what's crazy is it's 2 months later, still sitting there. All that from the inside. I don't know if she gave up or if she just postponed until warmer weather, but it's kind of disheartening. So this is Camp Miller now. It's moved across the river, and they're no longer really doing supplies as per se, but it's more an FOB now. So now they're just helping people to rebuild. So it's rebuilding stages, and there's people still living in these are pop-ups. And this is what we're talking about with a hot tent here. We donated, I don't know how many hot tents Gail donated to all over this area, but this is an example of one. Now the ones that Gail was doing they're canvas material, but it shows you how useful these are out here right now. But they've kind of moved and shifted from supplies to building and helping people to rebuild. So this is, I think it's still Camp Miller, and Brian is still involved. I just heard he had a child, so bottom line is they still need your help. They need your donations. They need, they're still working to help these people local. I hope nobody's living in that tent right there. I hope. But, there's another tent. Oh my goodness. Look at this one. Wow. And there's some more hot tents with RV also. So everybody in that house back there, that house is not livable, so they're all living in those tents and RVs.
So this was a trailer park that was washed off the map, and they've now put high-rises in here 3 months after the hurricane. Actually, it's been over 100 days. This brings hope that things are happening and people are finding places to live. It's a great sight to see.